Hi, I'm Lara and this is tropetrinitytrilogy. Today, I'll be showing off my second felt book, Jack and the Beanstalk. Give you the tour. Now, this is for your reminder, all three of them. And now, I will move on to my behemoth of a felt book, Jack and the Beanstalk. Now this one is a lot bigger than the others, which I realized after making this was a mistake. Because by making it so big, it's harder to carry around and it is more fragile. And also I realized I could have shortened the story because I kept every single scene from the original, where I should have cut it down. Even though I feel like this one is too big, it does have my favorite of the covers for the felt books. I did a far away scope of the house with the beanstalk, and then I had the clouds with the name, which I think looks pretty adorable. And then there's my name, as beautiful as ever. Before I give the tour of the inside, I will show you the beautiful characters. So here's Jack in his little outfit, that dirty thief and murderer. What a nice guy. Here's his mom. I know, she's so elegant looking. The guy who gives him the beans, he has a little feather. He's very sketchy. I was running out of cloth, so I just made whatever I could. Here's the lady giant. She's very big, and you notice I gave them orange. The giants are orange because I did not have any more of this color that I used for her face, so now they're orange giants. And then here is the main giant. Doesn't he look so friendly? What a nice looking guy. I made some props too. I have the cow, beautiful cow, my favorite of them all. The beans, which have little beads for the bean part, and I think they look pretty cute, even though everything I made kind of looks half messy and really messed up. I have a bag of gold, the hen with the golden eggs. I have a harp, which I accidentally ripped some of the strings off. Be free, you little broken harp. And then I have an axe to cut down the beanstalk. So those are my little felt tools. Obviously, it's really high quality stuff. Now, this is just a little thing for the fair. I was supposed to give a description for the story. I don't feel like reading it though. Here's the first page. Once upon a time, Jack and his mother lived in a small cottage in the woods. Their garden was dead, their cow was dry, and their money was gone. So his mother told him to go to the market and trade their cow for food. Here is the forest page I made. Obviously, it is a mess. Tried to make the forest look dense. I didn't have many tree stickers, but I used literally every single plant sticker I had, which was, in hindsight, kind of a mistake, but you know, whatever. It's a very messy forest where he meets that guy. On the way to the marketplace, he came along a man. The man offered Jack 2 magic beans for the cow, which Jack accepted, like the genius he is. And then here's the beanstalk. His mother was so furious at Jack when he told her. She threw them into the yard. By the next day, they had grown into a beanstalk higher than the clouds. Jack decided to climb to see what was at the top. Jack climbed until he reached the top of the beanstalk. Then he found a land with hills, rocks, and a road leading to a giant castle. So here's the sky, simple, sparkly sun, and beautiful sparkly castle. And here is the first page of the giants. Like, if you just look at the proportions, Jack is as big as the oven. So he can just go in the oven, Jack. Just go in there. There you go, Jack. And then the giant takes up the whole page. So there's some proportions for you. Back to the story. Jack went to the castle and knocked on the door. A large woman answered it, asking what he wanted. Jack asked for food. She warned him that her husband was a giant and would eat him. But when Jack said he still wanted food, she agreed. After he was fed, they heard someone coming. She told Jack to hide in the oven. The giant could smell Jack. The giant looked everywhere for Jack except the oven, so he finally sat down and ate. Afterward, he counted his gold until he fell asleep. Jack sneaked out of the oven, quickly took the gold, and left. This is Jack's home again. You can see, comparing the two, this chair is a lot smaller than this chair. Jack and his mother were thrilled. They used the money to buy food. Eventually, the money ran out, which meant Jack had to return. Again, you see there's another one that's literally practically the exact same picture. I probably should not have done this 3 times as the original story was, and maybe just done it twice. Jack went to the castle and knocked on the door. The large woman answered it, asking what he wanted. Jack asked for food. She asked him if he was the one who stole her husband's gold. When he said no, she agreed. After he was fed, she heard someone coming. Jack went and hid in the oven, and again the giant looked everywhere for Jack except the oven. So he finally sat down and ate. Afterwards, he got a hen and told it to lay. However, they were not normal eggs. They were solid gold. Once pleased, the giant went to sleep. Jack sneaked out of the oven and quickly took the hen and left. My reading skills are beautiful. Again, it is their house, but you can see that they have gotten an upgrade and it's a lot better furnished. As in, they have more kitchen supplies, 2 chairs made of gold, and watermelon, so they're no longer starving to death. Jack gave the hen to his mother. She was extremely pleased. They never had to worry about money again. However, eventually his mother became depressed, so Jack climbed the stalk again to find something to help. Finally, a change of pace, the outside of the sparkly castle, and some laundry. Beautiful. When Jack got to the castle, instead of knocking on the door as usual, he waited by the back entrance. When the woman came out to hang laundry, he sneaked in and hid in a vase. Sneaked. Why didn't I just put snuck? Now, this is when I realized it's kind of stupid. So I didn't have anywhere else to hide him, so I put a giant vase, which is stupid, and I really should fix this. So, yep, now Jack just hides in this stupid giant vase, like the ninja he is. So inconspicuous, really fits the scene. Like, who has a vase as big as a table? So I probably should fix this, but not right now. When the giant came, he told his wife he smelled Jack. She told him, look in the oven, but Jack wasn't there. The giant ate and then got out a harp. He told it to sing, which it did. Then it sang a lullaby, making the giant fall asleep. When Jack grabbed the harp, it started screaming, waking the giant. Jack ran to the beanstalk with the giant close behind. Here's the little beanstalk. It's a lot older looking, and then there's their shed. Jack climbed down the beanstalk with the giant close behind. He quickly gave his mother the harp and grabbed their axe. He cut down the beanstalk, making the giant plummet to the ground, dead. And they lived happily ever after. The end. And then happy house. See how much nicer and happier it looks? It's all beautiful, and they have crops, and they have a chicken and little chicks. Yep, happily ever after for the Dirty Thief. And again, it is produced by cows, but this time I put the date 2011. I think this storybook has one of the most important messages, and that is robbing people will not make you happy. Only robbing, then murdering people will make you happy. Wait, what? I hope you enjoyed this behemoth of a felt book, and I will put up the last felt book in the series soon. Felt book drop. Later!